Wake up! Mars is calling. It's a brand new day on the red planet. The sun is shining through your window. Birds are tweeting outside. You get out of bed and realize that you're not actually on Earth. You're on a human colony on Mars. Welcome to the future. In this world, it is 2075 and humanity has finally made good on its decades-long promise to explore and colonize the red planet. And you, my friend, are now one of about 1 million people who make their home on Mars. But while your social media posts might make it look like a walk in the park, life on Mars comes with some unique challenges. Let's start with the basics. Food. If you're dreaming of Martian meals, you might be picturing freeze-dried ice cream, synthetic steaks, and maybe some protein bars. Well, think again. As a Martian, your diet will be more akin to what astronauts eat today. Lots of packaged foods and pre-prepared meals in the vacuum-sealed pouches that keep your ramen noodles fresh for years and years. Because, forget refrigeration, you can kiss those leftovers goodbye. And don't even think about getting fresh. There aren't exactly grocery stores on Mars, at least not yet. Food production on Mars is currently limited to small-scale hydroponic farms where you can grow leafy greens and herbs. Forget supermarkets. You'll be sharing your harvest with your neighbors. And if you have a hankering for something more substantial, you'll have to wait until a resupply ship arrives from Earth. So, pizza delivery might be off the table, but hey, at least you won't have to worry about ordering the wrong thing. The menu is pretty limited. Now let's talk about your home. If you're imagining a high-tech dome straight out of a sci-fi movie, you're not too far off. These futuristic domes will be your primary living space, offering protection from the harsh Martian environment. Inside, you'll find everything you need, from bedrooms to hydroponic gardens and even artificial ponds, complete with fish. But don't expect any windows with views of the red planet outside. Those are reserved for the lucky few working in Martian research or resource extraction. For most colonists, your only view of the outside world will be through drones and rovers. And while these high-tech domes will keep you safe, they also come with their fair share of challenges. First off, you can say goodbye to fresh air. The atmosphere inside the dome will be carefully controlled to ensure your survival. But it won't be the same as Earth's atmosphere. That means no more breathing in the fresh air after a morning jog or feeling the wind in your hair as you explore the Martian landscape. And then there's the issue of dust. Even within the safety of your dome, you'll still be exposed to Martian dust, which can cause respiratory problems and damage sensitive equipment. Regular dust storms can also occur, turning your sky blue and blocking out the sun for hours. So if you're planning on moving to Mars, make sure to pack your mask. And if you're planning on moving to Mars, better get used to wearing gloves because touching your skin to the soil could be deadly. Martian soil contains putzlerits, which can seep into your body and wreak havoc on your internal organs. So unless you want to spend your Martian evenings with a colostomy bag, it's best to avoid direct skin contact. Luckily, there's plenty to keep you busy indoors. Just don't plan on spending much time staring out the window. If you were hoping for a good view of the Earth, well, you'll be disappointed. Because of the huge distance between the two planets, seeing Earth from Mars will be like spotting a tiny star in the night sky. You won't be able to see any details like continents or clouds. Plus, with a 4-hour time difference, communicating with friends and family back home will be more of a hassle than it's worth. Video calls will be a thing of the past, and text messages will take an agonizingly long time to arrive. So, if you're thinking about moving to Mars, it's important to know that you'll be leaving a lot behind, including your connection to Earth. But what about communication? Say you're missing your favorite TV show or the latest news update. How will you stay connected to the world back home? Well, with SpaceX's Starlink satellite internet service beaming down from low orbit, you should be able to stay connected to the web. However, don't expect lightning-fast speeds. As a rule of thumb, the further away you are from the equator, the slower the internet gets. The signal sent from the satellites to your dish will have to travel further than usual, slowing things down. And if there's one thing standing between you and your favorite streamer, it's distance. Not only will you be dealing with slower speeds, but you'll also face higher latency. That means any real-time interactions like playing online games will be almost impossible due to the lag. But if you're okay with waiting a few minutes for your videos to load, you should be able to catch up on the latest trends and memes. Just don't expect to be watching any live events like sporting matches or award shows. Time delay would make it feel like you were watching a different sport altogether. So if you're thinking about moving to Mars, it's essential to understand that staying connected to Earth won't be easy. The physical distance and time differences will make communication slow and frustrating. But hey, at least you'll be able to stay connected. While you won't be making many video calls home, you will have plenty of opportunities to meet your fellow colonists. In fact, chances are you'll end up making lifelong friends on Mars. After all, you'll be thrown together in close quarters and have to rely on each other to survive. You might bond over shared meals in the mess hall or team up for weekly trips to the hydroponic farm. And who knows? Maybe you'll even find love on Mars. The low-gravity environment could lead to some unexpected romantic sparks flying. And with so many single people moving to Mars in hopes of a fresh start, you never know who you might meet. Just don't expect to have much privacy. Life on Mars will be anything but secluded. Since most of your living space will be shared with other colonists, privacy will be at a premium. You can kiss those quiet nights in with takeout and Netflix. Goodbye! Instead, you'll be sharing your living space with others who are also trying to adjust to life on Mars. So if you're planning on moving to Mars, it's essential to be prepared for close quarters and limited privacy. You'll be part of a tight-knit community, but it won't always be easy. But it's not all bad news. Living on Mars does have its perks. First, there will be no shortage of adventure. From exploring the surface of the red planet to discovering new species of bacteria, you'll have the chance to make history. There's also the small matter of low gravity. On Mars, you'll be able to experience the sensation of weightlessness without having to leave the ground. It'll be like being on a cloud. You'll also have the opportunity to work in some truly unique fields. If you're interested in geology, biology, or environmental science, you'll be in your element on Mars. With so much to discover, you'll feel like an explorer in uncharted territory. So, if you're an adventurer at heart, life on Mars could be just what you're looking for. Sure, life on Mars won't be easy. It takes a special kind of person to thrive in such a challenging environment. But with the right mindset, you can make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So if you're ready for an adventure and don't mind a little hard work, Mars could be the perfect place for you. So, what do you think? Would you move to Mars if given the chance? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other content for more fascinating insights into the future of space exploration. Thanks for watching.